At the halfway stage, USA lead the partypoker Mosconi Cup by 6 points to 4. Welcome to Off the Rail. So after waiting 6 years to win a session, USA have won 2 on the spin at Alexandra Palace in London. Ted Lerner and Carl Boys are with me, of course, on Off the Rail. And Ted, that session had everything.
And especially the last match was a classic Mosconi match. That was, the drama was incredible. The crowd was going absolutely crazy. And I hope everybody at home who watched it enjoyed it as much as we did in person. And all I can say is, welcome to the Mosconi Cup, Clenty Catchy. This is a lesson for Clenty, for sure. He was completely out of sorts. This is something we haven't seen from him. I mean, he's been a boy wonder for the last year and a half. And, you know, he seemed everywhere he went impervious to the nerves and the pressure. But there is nothing quite like the Mosconi Cup. And really, Billy Thorpe was kind of like this last year in his rookie year in Vegas. So this just goes to show you that experience in this kind of event really does count, because wow, Billy Thorpe really showed a lot of guts and a lot of heart. And Clenty, well, he was losing position and he was nervous. At one point, he couldn't even look like, as Carl said, we were sitting there watching, couldn't even count the 9. Billy made a ball on the break.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Clenty got up out of his seat thinking that he was shooting, because could not even see. The 4 ball he missed was incredible. I mean, he never misses. He's the straightest shooter in the world. So this is the unique pressure of the Mosconi. And again, let's go back to Johan Reiching's game plan. We talked about this at the very beginning. The Americans are executing this game plan to a T, and that's why they're ahead 6-4.
There were some highlights for Europe, though, starting with the first match. Jason Shaw lost 5-0 on the opening night to Shane Van Boening. He avenged that in style at the start of day 2, Carl.
Yeah, he come out, I spoke to him in the practice room and he was really up for it and pumped, and I just thought if he gets his fair amount of chances, I think he's going to get the point. And he set a really good example for the start of the match. Obviously they were 3-2 down, he come out, he got the point on the board, and that sort of spurred Team Europe on, and it set it up beautifully. But I did get the correct score, let's not forget.
Yeah, okay.
You won the
Four
first
boys,
day.
ladies and gentlemen.
I won the second
6,
day.
I did. Yeah, I got it first.
Nick's
You got it
struggling.
yesterday.
You're struggling.
I said 4-1. I gave USA, I did say 4-1.
You're struggling.
But Carl, you've got him right twice, so we've given him a pay rise. He's been and got some proper trousers. You'll be glad to see.
Look, no holes. Yeah. The fashion police. Stop killing me.
Some more positives for Europe, though. Albin Auschen, MVP here 2 years ago. Very good again last night.
Phenomenal. Like, really solid. Different player to Jason Shaw. Jason can come out and get pumped, and you know, he's singing and dancing and still shoot. He's singing when he's got 4 balls left on the table. As where Albin's just ultra cool, and I think he's played phenomenal for Europe.
He has. That match was like vintage Albin Auschen. Yeah.
And a note of caution for USA, they still need 5 points to win this partypoker Mosconi Cup. Well, they didn't get 5 points last year. They didn't get 5 points the year before. They've got to get 5 points in 2 nights. So a little word of caution there for them.
Yeah, but they're in a really good frame of mind right now, and this is very unique for them. And something that Billy Thorpe, we had him in at the VIP room before the session started, and I was interviewing him in front of, like, you know, he had about 100 people in there, and I asked him about the crowd, and he says, you know, I really like this crowd. They spur me on. They get me excited. They get the juices flowing. What does that tell you? That is everything that American fans could ever hope for, because they're taking the energy of the crowd, and you can see it with the Americans out there. They actually like it. Because Billy Thorpe says, you know what, pool's so boring sometimes when you go, you know, most of the tournaments, nobody's watching, everybody just sits there like this and it's so quiet. These guys are loving this. So that's what's making USA play so well. They've almost taken the energy of the crowd and made it their own. I mean, hats off to them, really. They're playing great. They're fun to watch right now.
Tyler said the same thing on the opening night. Carl, you played in front of a huge energetic crowd in Blackpool, your hometown. Yeah. How do you channel that energy and put it into your performances as USA are? I
think you sort of either love the situation or you sort of struggle in the situation. I mean, most players that play in a Mosconi Cup, they're obviously great players, so you're not going to see like major collapses, obviously, but it's all down to fundamentals, just believe in yourself. some players feed off the crowd, some blank it out. It's just personal preference.
But with Team America this year, and we said this in the preview show, is that they came in here without the distractions of the Vegas crowd, in which all the family was there, the wives, the girlfriends, the cousins, and everybody from their hometown is there, dragging them off to the bar and the casino and everything. And this year, even the girlfriends and wives that are over here aren't even allowed to go over to the apartment that they've rented. So they're limiting all the social life. They're staying off the social media, and it's really, it's going well for them.
And I think the big thing and all is we've already said this. I think the other American players are taking the pressure off Shane. He's not feeling all the weight.
Absolutely.
All the American players are winning points. They're making a difference to Team USA, and it's 6-4.
Hey, we have to mention Tyler Steyer again. Amazing. Incredible. Yeah. This guy is taking. You're right. He's taking the heat off of everybody.
Off Shane,
and Shane especially.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a really good team performance so far. I know it's still only 6-4, but it is big news. Obviously, we're not used to seeing it.
Well, let's hear from their coach now, Johan Roysink. He and the European captain, Marcus Schmatt, spoke to Jake last night.
First match, huge match, of course, because after the 5-0 of last night, we knew Jason would come out firing. He played a great 4-ball. We got a little bit unlucky on the break. He got a little bit lucky, but that's how it goes between two great players. You're never going to beat them 2 times easy, and we're very likely to lose one. So if we had won that one, that would be huge. But Jason did well, I must say. And then we showed to be a team by picking up the lost point immediately and get back in the lead.
Well, we made a few mistakes today. No doubt about it. We made a couple of mistakes here and there, and that's part of the game. If you make a few mistakes, you're supposed to pay for it, and we did.
Everybody thinks, it was nice that America, can keep up with Europe. We were to win. We came here to win. We learned the lesson from last year, and now we came here to win, nothing else.
Tomorrow is a new day. I'll get them all ready. My energy is. I have it every day. I'm behind them. Every day I'm gonna wind them up. Every day I'm gonna never give up on them. Every day we come to work. Every day we are here to play and battle till the end.
Half a year of its preparation, they don't want to screw up now. Right, so that's obvious. They're fighting, they're playing the best game as much as they can. So hey, we're happy, and we will do the same thing again tomorrow.
So that time of the show again where we sit with Carl and go through last night's action, starting with Jason Shaw. He'd lost to Shane the night before 5-0. Gets his revenge first match last night.
Yeah, obviously there were 3-2 down coming to tonight. The fans' choice was obviously Shane and Jason. Jason coming really pumped. I spoke to him in the practice room. He said, I'm going out there, I'm going to drill him, I'm going to celebrate like a lunatic. And I just knew. And he was celebrating when he had 3 and 4 balls left. This is obviously just the end of the match. And obviously he got the point for Europe. As you can see there, he was really up for it. And I thought it were going to set the tone for Europe, to be honest. I thought this is big, do you know what I mean? And there you see the big celebration there.
When you say you thought it'd set the tone, I think we all thought maybe there'd be a bit of a European onslaught at this point. USA actually got the next point back in doubles, but then Albin Auschen, who's looked very good, came out and he was probably putting one of the performances of the night, taking advantage of Corey.
Yeah, I mean, up until this point, it's been a really good match. Both players have played great. It's 4-3 to USA. Corey's got a really easy safety shot here. Obviously, Albin's on the hill, Corey's on 3, so it's a really important shot. And he plays a really loose shot here. He's trying to get the cue ball in behind the 5, as well as the 2 ball coming in behind these 2 balls here. And he made a bit of a mess of it, to be honest. He left like a wide open shot here, and the obvious sort of shot was across bank. And Albin has been like a rock. Here you see there, good angle. And he plays the cross bank here, he plays absolutely perfect, runs the table, and it's 4-4. So that was another big point for Europe.
They're going to need more of Albin tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, he's looked really solid. He's made very, very few errors, if any. And he's like, top class Mosconi Cup player, type of guy you want on your team, very calming. The total opposite to Jason. They're like opposite attracts, if you like.
Because from here, it sort of went downhill for Europe. They've got their points off Shane and off Albin, but then you see Clancy Catchy really struggling at the table.
Yeah, I mean, this point here, it's 4-4. It's 1-0 to USA. Jason played a bit of a loose positional shot to leave him this, but he tried to go rail first, so the cue ball ends up out here, and that's a really bad error. But I don't think they gelled good as a doubles. What I'd have liked to have seen there is Jason's probably the best potter on tour. I think he should have just played a stop shot and let Jason fire the 9-ball in the top pocket. The generous pockets this year, and I think Jason should have said, just stop the ball. He must know he's not really played his best yet, and he's struggling a bit. And it just went from bad to worse there for Clenty.
And then Jason himself with this one. What's he doing here?
Yeah, I think he's trying to cut the 1-ball down, but it's 2-4 now. He's completely mishit it. But this was just the story of the match. They just didn't gel well for me at all.
And then just a few more examples in the singles match of Clenty struggling at the table.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's come off the back of the doubles, a few mistakes. He's obviously feeling it. And that's a horrible miss on this table. It's 3-2 to Billy Thorpe, such a big rack. And it was the last point of the night. It was 5-4 USA. And it sort of went on from there. He made more mistakes. He couldn't get the cue ball where he wanted on the table. He was struggling with the pace. At one point, he stood up after Billy's break to play a shot, and Billy's going, oh, it's my shot. He sort of got lost out there. And then he missed another little 4-ball, and Billy showed a lot of heart, a lot of character, and it was a massive point to finish the night on 6-4 USA. What's
the captain Marcus got to do to help Clenty tomorrow?
He's got to just calm him down. He's got to pick the right team selection. I almost think Niels and Clenty will be better playing together, and Jason and Alex Kazakis, because Kazakis looks like he's enjoying it and he's a bit more like Jason, if you like, and Clenty's a bit more like Niels, you know what I mean, a bit more reserved. But it's a big test tonight, real big test for the boys.
And it's a raucous atmosphere out there, as you found out. Got a little backstage tour now because, Carl, you've been with our roving reporter Jake Asby to take a look around the Alexandra Palace.
Hi guys, roving reporter Jake Asby here. Got a little backstage tour for you boys. Supposed to be waiting for Carl Boyce, but looks like he's late, so I'll crack on the tour and let's go on without him. So we'll take a look at the VIP hospitality first, see what's going on in here. Boise, we're paying you to talk about pool, mate, not play it.
Sorry, Jake. Obviously, USA are winning 6-4, so I'm just thinking I might get the call up tonight. Well, VIP guests come in, they get all a nice slap-up meal, drinks, lots of beer, get them ready for the big match. I come in about 5:30. Someone wins a prize, they get to play me a frame on the lovely Rasson table, and they just get set up for the night.
So we'll kick things off in the press room first. What do the guys see here?
This is where they're all obviously getting the social media stuff out there. As you can see, we can watch it back here and all, and see what's going on. And it's going out on Instagram, the Facebook page, Twitter, and this is where it all happens.
You know the guys want to see it. Should we go and see them? The Off The Road studio.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
This is where we work our magic after each session of the night. We come in here and discuss what's gone on and have a little dig of the players if they've made a few mistakes.
And you've got your stat TV here, so you can go all Gary Neville on them, can't you?
Yeah, I can do all my thing with my finger pointing and that. It's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it.
Nice. Should we go and check out the players' areas now?
Yeah, let's go take a look. This is where things really start to get real. You know, you're preparing for your match, and after last night, I remember coming in and I could hear how loud it was in this dressing room. They were screaming, shouting. Not much noise from the European side, though, I must say.
And 6-4 up, what's the vibe going to be like in here today?
Oh, they'll be really pumped up, you know. It's been a long time coming. USA have not had much to cheer about in the Mosconi Cup in recent years. So it's new territory, but they want to win this cup so bad, you can just feel it.
In the next room, European one, no stranger to this, are you? So should we go and take a look in there, yeah? Is this session a must-win session for Team Europe?
It's a must-win session, yeah, but I sort of like the line-up Marcus has done. And I've got good vibes for Europe tonight.
What do you think Schmatt will be saying to the boys in here before they head out today?
Just ball at a time, the old cliche, rack at a time, just concentrate on what you're doing and just take your chances, that's it.
Right, big one now. Should we go and check the arena out, yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
And this is it, mate. 2,500 seats in the Ali Pali. Just put into words what this is like.
Yeah, as you can see, it's a fantastic arena. When this is full, it's just, there's nothing like it. You know, you've got European fans, the American fans, it's a team event. It's just class to play in front of. I kind of miss it a little bit.
I know you want to do it, mate, so we're going to do that famous walk on forward and you can talk us through what that feels like.
Yeah,
okay?
let's have another walk.
Woo! Box office, Boise! Come on!
Come on.
Come on, boys, hey!
Carl, a great backstage tour you did there with Jake. Walking down that huge, fully circular auditorium, 2,500 seats in there. There wasn't even anyone there when you did it, but what's that like?
No, I mean, obviously I've been lucky enough to walk down it where it's been full, and obviously just giving an insight to all the fans what it's like. It's very nerve-wracking, but you know, you've travelled all year to get into this position, so you're sort of desperate to get to the top of the arena to walk down, but the butterflies are going, nervous energy, and you just want to get out there and perform. And sometimes, you know, you're praying for an easy first shot just to get a feel, because you've got to get a feel of the table as well. It's not easy, do you know what I mean? But it's obviously just a fantastic tournament, and everything about it, the way it's done, it just makes you feel alive.
And the majority of those fans, they're rooting for Europe. Is it a must-win session for them tonight, Ted?
Absolutely, it is a must-win session, because I think, you know, a 3 in a row for USA. Already coming into the session, they have a big psychological edge. And the fact that they're doing it here in front of the biggest crowd in Mosconi Cup history is really making a statement. And I think that, I mean, I saw Marcus Chamot yesterday after the match, and when you guys were doing the interview with him, he looked a little shell-shocked. This is not a position he's used to being in. They were all hoorah for the last how many years, and you know, after every session, it's a big party. And I don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he said he was just tired, and he's just got to get his team picked up again. He's going to wind them up, and I'm sure he will, and they're going to come out and battle. But the Americans just have to keep doing what they've already been doing. And they're kind of just sucking the energy out of the Europeans. If they can continue to do that and play loosey-goosey pool and relax and keep smiling.
Loosey-goosey?
You know
I love that word.
That's an American phrase, pal. You don't know that one?
No, I've never heard it.
Loosey-goosey, man.
That's class.
My American friends will know what that means, yeah. But, you know, they just have to keep this up, because, as Johan says, they didn't come here just to look good. They came here to win.
This is a big test now for Europe, isn't it? For Marcus as captain, also for the experienced players like Neil's fine in the team. Yeah. To get these young players, get the rookies, just relaxed at the table will help a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge test for Europe now. And Europe doesn't look to me as if they've gelled too good, and a few of the pairings, they don't look too good and stuff like that. So it's a massive, massive test.
Yeah, Kachi's gonna, when he's out there, he's gonna really have to step it up.
Yeah, he's got to step it up. Yeah.
He's in deep right now. I'm sure he's questioning himself. He's not used to this kind of performance.
It is tough for Europe. They've won it for the last 8 years, but it changes every year. The team, 4 changes from last year. Only Jason was on the team that won in Las Vegas last year. They've not had all that much time, especially with the late change of Alex Kazakis joining the side as well. Whereas this American team's been training together since July, so you can really see that difference on the table now.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, obviously, like you said, the Americans have been together for a long time, and you can just see that close knit. You know, they're all there. I mean, I remember when I played in it, you might have one American sat there, and then like after, let's say, Shane's played his match, he goes and sits in his chair, and there's nobody high-fiving, which Europe always did that, do you know what I mean? And it's 6-4, obviously Europe, defending champions, it can still happen.
Oh, yeah. But I'm just looking forward to the idea maybe that U.S. could win this, and if they do, this will change American pool forever.
And the Mosconi Cup, I agree.
Not just the this style of training that he is instituting, and has taken a lot of flack from American fans who said, you know, oh, we have a Dutchman here, you know, it should be an American coach. This is that process that, you know, made the Europeans so good all these years, you know, the drills and the training and treating it as a proper sport. The Americans are getting a lesson in this right now, and they're showing that the fruits are blooming. They're ready to pick that fruit off that tree.
But still a lot of pool to be played.
A lot of pool to be played, but it's exciting stuff. It really is.
Just before we leave you, we don't know the selections yet. We'll get those about an hour before play from the captains. But one match is a singles match, which we can work out. There's 3 doubles, 2 singles tonight. The first singles match, which is the second of this evening, that's sort of predetermined. We know that's going to be Alex Kazakis up against Skylar Woodward. How do you call that, Cole?
It's a tricky one because both players look to have been playing all right, to be fair. They look like they're handling the table fine, the crowd, the shot clock, all that. So it's a 50-50 match, that one. But obviously, Kazakis knows there's big pressure. Is it going to be 6-5? Is it going to be 7-4? I don't know.
Ted, is it going to be 6-5 or is it going to be 7-4? You've been right all week so far.
The prediction? Well, no, we're playing 5 matches, so it'll be 15 total. So I'm saying 9-6. I think it's going to continue USA. I think they got the momentum. I think Europe is out of sorts right now.
I sort of agree. I think 9-6.
Well, obviously can't count to 15, but I think Europe will take this session. I think they'll get back into it and set it up for a fantastic final day tomorrow as well.
Okay.
So,
Nick the contrarian.
well, I've not been right so far, so we'll see. Mosconi Cup continues. Sky Sports main event, 6:30 p.m. this evening. Of course, we'll be back for more Off the Rail tomorrow.